Okay, hello everybody. Today we're here in the Cessna Skyhawk 172 in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. We have a whopping 13 nautical mile flight from 2B1 Cape Cod Airport to 5B6 Falmouth Airpark. Both of those are pairware airports, part of the awesome Cape Cod Airport pack by Stealthy Duck. And this is part 3 of our Cape Cod Odyssey. So be sure to check out the first 2 legs if you haven't seen them already. Our final leg after this will end at Martha's Vineyard, also a pairware airport, so should be an awesome trip. Let's hop into the pilot seat and get started. Cape Cod Airport is an awesome field and I'm looking forward to taking off from it. So we'll start by getting our parking brakes set. We'll verify our switches are off, get our mixture to idle cut off. We'll head down here and get our trim set to takeoff. Then we'll go down to the fuel selector and rotate it through each position. Then move it back to center and we'll push in the fuel shutoff valve. We'll get the throttle cracked. Now we'll get the battery and alternator on. When we do that, you can see it turns on the overhead lights and panel lights. I will turn on the beacon, and now let's turn off those overhead lights. There we go, that's better. Now we'll turn on the fuel pump. We get the mixture to full rich. We'll wait for the fuel flow to peak, then we'll take the mixture back to idle cutoff and turn the fuel pump off. And then in the sim you need to crack the mixture a little bit at least if you want it to start. Clear prop and ignition. We'll get the mixture in. We'll bring the throttle up a little bit. Now let's head over to our gauges here. Our pressure looks good. We have oil pressure. That's what I'm looking for mainly here. And our RPMs are at 800. Head down here and everything's stable, so we are good to turn on avionics bus 1 and bus 2, but first we're going to lean the mixture for ground. Alright. Just like in real life, it will take a while for the Garmins to boot up. We're using the working title version of the GNS 430, so we'll open up Foreflight and talk through the flight plan. So here's our journey so far. We took off at the north at Provincetown, made our way here to Cape Cod Airport, which is the grass strip. We're going to fly south from here and then west to make our way to Falmouth Airpark. Falmouth is a really cool airpark where you live at the airport, so you can see all the houses connecting right up with the runway, and you've got taxiways that are your driveways. Sounds awesome. Cape Cod's CTAF is 1229er and Falmouth's is 123075. We are flying near the delta of Cape Cod Coast Guard Air Station, so we'll also put in their tower frequency of 128425 so we could listen to traffic that's approaching the delta. I've recently upgraded my real-life aviation headset to an active noise canceling headset. It's the Lightspeed Delta Zulus, and it connects with the computer via a USB plug. So you'll hear me making CTAF calls from my actual headset throughout this flight.
Cape Cod traffic, Skyhawk 5207 Quebec, taxi from the ramp to runway 9, hold short, Cape Cod.
In real life, if we were departing from a grass field, we would be configured for a sod field takeoff. And full disclosure, I tried that the first time, and guess what? It was a complete disaster. So we're going to configure for a normal takeoff and just hope it works out fine. We'll finish up with the run up here, we'll get all of our lights on, we'll get the transponder set to alt, and make our CTAF call.
Cape Cod traffic, Skyhawk 5207 Quebec, departing runway 9, will be making a left downwind departure to the south at 2500 Cape Cod. Falmouth traffic, Skyhawk 07 Quebec, right downwind, runway 7, Falmouth. Falmouth traffic, Skyhawk 07 Quebec, right base, runway 7, Falmouth. Falmouth traffic, 07 Quebec, final, runway 7, full stop, Falmouth.
Alright, it was a short flight, but it was a lot of fun. I love these VFR flights that you can do in Microsoft Flight Simulator that rely on your eyeballs picking out scenery and landmarks to get you from point A to point B. Falmouth Airport looks fantastic, just like the other 3 airports in the Stealthy Duck Cape Cod pack, so I am really enjoying it. So if you like content like this, be sure to leave me a comment, click that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks, as always, for flying along with me, and stay tuned for further flight adventures.